I gotta admit, this was the best breakdown of the Super Bowl halftime performance by none other than Kendrick Lamar. If you have a better breakdown, feel free to share it in the comments. Now, I gotta give credit where it's due. This breakdown was provided by Derek A. Harper Sr., a phenomenal entrepreneur who's all about helping the people, empowering the people. I've bought some of his products. I've seen how he operates. Good brother, not coming from a place of hate or none of that. So if you know him, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, check him out. But this came directly from him, and a lot of people gravitated towards it. So let's dive in. Now, if you stick around to the very end, I got a video for you that I feel will help you tap into financial liberation, which is what this channel is about. Higher education in the areas of credit, taxes, cash flow, crypto as well. So tap in. That being said, let's dive straight in. So Derek broke it down. He said the biggest protest in Super Bowl history happened on the stage tonight, and folks screaming it's boring or trash because it went over their head. This is what you didn't see. Then again, the message is blacks have always been here to entertain. They who are not like us, so they aren't bored. So the people who are aware and conscious wasn't bored. I promise you, I wasn't bored one bit. I was at the edge of my seats and played it back over and over again, still at the edge of my seats. But they thought that blacks were just here to entertain, and that's what they were expected. Well, not anymore. The consciousness has risen, and a lot of people are understanding that everything is chess. Everything is strategic. There's always an underlying thing and an issue and a message, but we've been blind to it because we've been too busy being distracted and entertained. This wasn't that. So they rather have Wayne up here high, who has backed Drake, which Drake represents the system, to push the agenda. Now, I know Wayne is one of the best lyricists out there, but when it comes to the impact and the things that could raise the consciousness of a people, Kendrick was the man for the job. That's that. And Drake represents the system that has been failing and has not worked and practically is over. That being said, the messages Kendrick just sent to America could not use Wayne. It even started with the American flag being built out on the black people, as America being built on the backs of black people, which is true. And blacks are indigenous to every land, especially America. And a lot of people are waking up to that as well. Now, I know black, by definition, based on the books that they created, we shouldn't use the term black. But you get the point. Melanin is the origination of all existence. And for those who understand that, then it's no denying that. And this is not a racial thing. This is just a proven historical fact. And this right here represents that by them representing America being built off the backs of blacks. So before he mentions how being cool in our culture has always been stolen. They steal our cool. They knock it first, then they steal it. No matter how many people try to steal it, they are not like us. It's a DNA thing. Sometimes you don't understand things. You can do all your research, all the books, do all of the things that you need to do in order to educate yourself. But certain things are coded in the DNA. And if you don't have that DNA, then you just don't get that download. That's just how it works. Now, this was not about white people. It was about the people who control the media and labels who create divide. Get that very clear. It's not a race divide. This is about who control the media. And sometimes all skin folk ain't kinfolk. So it definitely does not mean that it's all whites just because they control the media. It could definitely be a black face attached to it. But it's good versus evil. And this right here is what causes the divide. So it started with the Dead President's intro beat and flow, bigger than hip hop. The video was placed in the comments. First song, when I hear music, it makes me dance. Squabble up. Puppet strings of music making us dance versus pay attention. So a lot of times people are entertained and I just want to be entertained. I want to see some shaking. I want to see. No, it's not about just being entertained. It's about being unlocked, being liberated overall. And that's what this message was all about. So if you just want to be entertained, have fun, dance, shuck and jive, do all of that, cool, that's on you. But don't miss the message, because I promise you it's something that can free you and and liberate you. Uncle Sam, this was a salute for him to use Uncle Sam, as Samuel L. Jackson. And he started off with the rules to the game of historical white America. So that's key, because Kendrick could have play within the lines of the rules of the game that was put out there by Uncle Sam, or he could have revolutionized and televised it as he did. Then said, when a bunch of blacks hanging out on the corner is too deep for the culture, somebody gotta die, deduct a life, and create an environment to cancel each other out. See, when that part came, it was a group of them hanging, and then Uncle Sam came and was like, You tapped into the cultural cheat code, is what he called it. The cultural cheat code, deduct one life. That's what they said. Now, you got to understand the depth of what that means. When they see unity, in certain cases, it has evolved or went to a level of somebody being taken out. And that's just the fact. But he put that in there so strategically, and if you caught it, you caught it. Then the Squid Game start, which symbolizes the rich killing the poor for entertainment. Imagine rappers beefing and killing, and the media benefiting from their deaths. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. If you want to go down it, go down it. But hey, that exists. The system allows Drake to push the Sexy Red to taint the culture and empowers him. Think about that. Think about Sexy Red music, the level of what she's saying, that being pushed and idolized and pedestaled, and Drake pushing her, and that being green lighted and okay. You think that's good for your children to hear? You think that's good for the culture? You think that's good for the family and the future of the family? Pushing that type of agenda, you have to know that it's an agenda attached to it. It don't even take rocket science or depth of thought to reach that conclusion. The dancers in red, white, and blue represent the American flag, been dancing to the drums of the system. And we want entertainment and to be able to dance than to be educated. The main stage was a PlayStation, Squid Game card. And the system is a game designed to keep us dancing and in prison, which is why it was in a prison yard. Game over. Protecting black women like Serena Williams after the disrespect from Drake. So that highlighted Serena Williams. She did a sea walking. She's the ex of Drake. She was standing on the X. So it had a lot of symbology there, and she did her thing, and it was a sight to see. Then, if you notice, he brought SZA out as a black woman, and she did not have to be half naked on display for the world. She was just letting her voice do the shining. That's powerful, because if you understand the black women being the greatest creation as it relates to everybody being birthed from the woman, then you understand that they don't have to be on public display and show their skin in order to be held at a high level. So being covered up is the future. All of this skin showing, ass shaking, fake, butts and things of that nature. I think that's coming to a conclusion. And she was able to represent herself in a way fully covered, fully layered, and still was on a high level. Still on a high level. I'll just say that. And once again, reminding the system of Drake in America that they are plants and they are not like us and can't infiltrate the culture. Game over. TV off. Been under their control. Revolution. So a lot of the games are over. The TV is being turned off literally because TV is losing. A lot of times people ain't watching TV. They've gone to different platforms trying to find out where attention is. And they come to platforms like YouTube because their TV network is dying and the culture is speaking. The people are speaking. The people are relevant. And if it ain't got the people attached to it, then they die. Period, point blank. So the TV is off, literally and figuratively, in this scenario. Drake been used to further salvage the system and be a plant for the same system Malcolm X warned about from the music execs who own media and use it to divide. This is bigger than rap. And women who feel disrespected should see it. People who are tired of being divided should see it. Notice the American flag divided. But most of all, those who didn't have a lens to see it just shows the system has worked. And you're the type it's been working on. So if you found yourself saying, this is this was slaw, this, wasn't entertaining, ask yourself, damn, has the system been working on me? Is that why I don't get it? Is that why I prefer being entertained versus empowered and liberated and educated? Damn, it might have been working on me. Think deep on that. Ask yourself those questions. Go down that rabbit hole with yourself. Have a conversation between you and see what it leads you to. If you still feel the same way, great. Life goes on. If you understand that the game has been being played on you, the game is not over. Now you have the opportunity to rebirth yourself and go to the level of the way things are going. Because it's get right or get left. You either get right, you get left. So, giving credit where it's due, he said, dude is the most creative genius in hip-hop history. But go off. Maybe we can see more well-respected entrepreneurs and family men leading for once. Here's the kicker. Look at your Facebook friends who say they wish it was more entertaining. Well, yeah, They were who it's been working on. The system rather keep you choosing entertainment over being educated. Watch the first 10 seconds of his rap. Dead president's reference bigger than hip hop. True art. Rappers sent his plant to hurt us will no longer be tolerated. We are woke. If you're mad at it, please don't complain about being looked at in a certain way. Because if you keep praising the entertainers who promote killing each other and degrading our women, I guess America would think it's okay too. Watch the comments fill up with nothing will change from people who are okay waiting for it to change versus doing their part. The point he was making was come to this post in 24 hours and watch how many of us are fighting the message and the messenger versus thinking of positive growth and move forward. You don't expect shucking and jiving and twerking from an artist who was the only rapper ever to win a Pulitzer Prize. You appreciate art, and art is sometimes boring, which it wasn't to me, but it changes cultures. We watch Super Bowl to be entertained. Well, it's 2025. The Super Bowl performance goes on YouTube, and we can talk about it for weeks and hopefully lead to unity and change. So hopefully you got some value out of this. This is one of the best takeaways that I've seen. If you found one better, some better breakdowns, I'm open to checking that out in the comments as well. There's a lot of detail. You can look at Kendrick Lamar's chain with the A minor. A lot of shots fired at Drake. But Drake represents the system. Not just Drake. Don't just look at Drake. Don't just feel sorry for Drake. Understand that the system is crumbling and the real are rising. Grab the financial liberation video that I discussed in the comments and check out any of our content to see if it benefits you from a financial, credit, cash flow, tax minimization level. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.